And coming to UiPath tool, we have through 3 modules in UiPath. I'll show you on the screen as well as on my laptop. So yesterday we have installed UiPath Studio, this module. Okay, remaining 2 modules are also there. Okay, they are just a supporting to the bot. All these 3 required, may or may not required for what you can say end-to-end development of the software. So this UiPath Studio basically used for software development purpose. So this is used for development. Studio is used for development. Robot is used for execution. So once I developed a software, I have to run it. Correct? So Studio is only for designing the robot, developing a robot. What about UiPath robot? There is one more software. You can check it on your system. There is a UiPath assistant. Everybody can check in your system. UiPath assistant and confirm whether it is there or not in your system. So this kind of software you may see in your laptop. Check and confirm me. So 2 applications are there. One is Studio, another is Assistant. Is it there for everybody?
Yes, it is available.
Yes. The Studio is for what? This is for development. Just a minute, I'm getting a call. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, I think you need to confirm with me. UiPath Assistant is there, of course. Studio is there. Second one is UiPath Assistant. Yes. So if you open this Studio Assistant, open it. You can see the software like this. Another software. Of course, we may not see this kind of what I can say processes. These are from my laptop. So for you people, it will be blank, or it may be asking you provide the robot name. Okay. So what is the use of this particular software or maybe another software? We don't need to design anything over here. So this is just for execution purpose. Execution means once the development is done, okay, once the development is done, you have to execute it, right? So for execution purpose, people have given, UiPath has given this software called as UiPath Robot. This is called as UiPath Assistant as well. Understood? How to use it and what is the role and all, that will be discussed separately. But at the moment, you should have clear idea of what is there in the UiPath. So one is development tool that we are going to start. UiPath Studio is just for UiPath Robot or Assistant is for execution purpose. So once the development done, that software we have to execute using the UiPath Robot. This is there already in your system. Okay. What about last part? Last part is orchestrator. Orchestrator is nothing but this is the website. This is the website given by UiPath. What is the use of this one? With this help of websites, we can monitor, deploy multiple robots. For a company, like for management of employees, you have the various softwares, right? Like Prithviraj, you can tell about your experience in your company. What kind of software you are using for management of the employees? Maybe kind of resource management. Do you have any software you are using?
Actually, we are using Aperon, but sir, it's the end user. So we just what they send, we just follow. Means we are just in mediator like that.
Okay, but you like in your company, you might be having some websites where you are like you can see who, like suppose Purti is working on one role, someone is working on another role. The other set
Yes.
of roles we are having also, you have the different departments, I would say. And yeah, of course, there is a website, of course, which manages all the resources in your companies, right? So
Yes, sir.
likewise, robots are also supposed to be managed. How they're doing. Okay. So there is an option called as UiPath Orchestrator. I can show you quickly. So if you click on this, of course, this green color may not be coming for you. I don't know. So I will show you in my system. So this is an orchestrator. It's asking, logged out. I need to check out which account it says connected. Status settings connected through 4eyes. I don't know. Let me log in. I can just wanted to show you like this is how it works. So are you getting this green color? Other people's? Can you confirm once? Once you open up this UiPath assistant, you should get this content. If it is not, then we have to connect your system. Okay. This is 4eyes in okay. So I'm just showing you the how it look like, Of course, there will be separate sessions on this, but at the moment, I just wanted to give an idea how many tools are there and what is their roles and what purpose we can use that.
Actually, sir, UiPath assistance not in my laptop. I
So can you
guess.
just search out UiPath, what coming in your system?
Uh, Sir, 1 minute.
Okay, let us do one thing. Let us understand, then we'll check out in everybody's system. Of course, it should be there with the different name. Okay. So,
UiPath agent desktop.
that is fine. That is fine. UiPath agent. This is earlier name actually. That
Okay.
is also good. So you can open that and you can see. So this is an orchestrator, right? So this is the orchestrator. This is called as web application. So what is use of this one? So this is used to monitor and deploy the processes. If you open up this particular RP dev tenant, of course, there will be detailed session on this one. Don't worry. Just I'm giving an highlight. You can see very detailed manner. Okay. So this is a kind of old, what can I say, tenant and all. We have the different processes, robots, so many things. We can connect it over here, machines. So this is just like a website where you can deploy and monitor your bots. So for an organization, so it created 5 different robots. So in my company where I'm working, so we have around 60 plus robots. Sorry, 60 plus processes. Processes. We have the 6 robots who are working for 60 processes. Getting the idea?
Hello.
Hi, sir. We are not audible.
Your voice is not audible,
Breaking.
sir.
Yeah. It's
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Guys, I'm audible now. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
you are
sir.
audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for bearing me. So I having some system issue. I don't know. Okay, let me share my screen and let me know if meanwhile if you're not getting in voice. Okay, because I'm keep on speaking. I didn't observe that. Okay, thanks for that. Okay, so we are talking about three modules like UiPath Studio, Assistant, and Orchestrator. Correct. So we have seen Studio. We are going to discuss UiPath Assistant. You already seen here, or maybe UiPath Agent in your system. And the third one is UiPath Orchestrator that is used for what purpose? That is used for deploying and monitoring the processes. Of course, there will be detailed session on individually of these topics. Okay. So at high level, what you can understand, Studio is for design. Okay, designing the software. Then robots are installed on a machines where you want to execute a robot. Sorry, software. So robots are a assistant software like this, UiPath Assistant. So we have to install, for example, as I said, in my company, there are the 60 processes. Okay. And how many bots are executing? 6 bots, 6 robots. Means 6 machines are there. 6 machines are there. In those 6 machines, 6 softwares have been installed. This robot, UiPath Assistant. This is installed. And Studio, through Studio already we have developed a process, and that process is executed on individual machine using UiPath Assistant software. And how I can monitor, like how process is working or not, what exactly happened with the process, successful or failed, how many bots are busy, all the statistics we can observe. Where you can observe? On the orchestrator. So simply orchestrator is kind of central monitoring website through which we can monitor, observe, take the actions, deploy the process, connect the process. So many things we can do with the help of orchestrator. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Okay. So I assume everybody having that UiPath Assistant installed on their system. So let's begin, assuming with that consideration, let's begin with UiPath Studio and try to understand what and how we can use it, what we can do and how we can use it. So I hope recording is still progress. Yeah, it's still in progress. And also you can start working with me. Okay, let's observe first what I'm doing, and post that you can start working the small examples we're going to deploy, work on. Okay, so let me walk you through this application, what this application, how we can use it, and what are the options we are having and all. It's very user-friendly software. This Studio, UiPath Studio is very user-friendly. Once you open the UiPath Studio, you'll come to this page where you will see the start window. Apart from that, you have those few more options over here. What are those? Start is a thing, but it's a landing page. Okay, from this we can go anywhere. There is one more option at the top, that is open. So this open option is nothing but if you already built a process and you wanted to open it. So you can click on this and browse for the existing process. Is it clear? Just like any other software, this is just like open existing process. Okay. Start is nothing but here we can see all the options. All the options. What are those? Here, open option is again repeated here. Same option is here, open and open. You can click on the open project, same option comes up. Okay. Second is clone or checkout. So while installing this UiPath software, you might have seen one option coming up there, like Git, TFS, SVN. You clicked on continue. Has anybody observed that yesterday while installing? Has anybody observed how you want to store the code or something coming up and you clicked on continue button?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. 3 options were coming tick with tick mark. That one.
Exactly. By default, that were tick marked automatically, right? Git and TF and SVN. Okay. So this is also very important. I thought whether you observed or not. So that was we clicked on default one. So that was nothing but this storage of the code. Okay, if somebody is from the IT background, so they may know this word exactly. But if you're not from the IT background, that have you heard the word GitHub? How many people have heard the word GitHub? No?
Yes, sir. I heard that.
Okay. No worries, that's good thing. So if you haven't heard, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So this GitHub or maybe TFNSP, these are the different cloud platforms. Cloud means the web or maybe storage locations, I would say, to keep the track of your development. So once the development is done, this code is available in your system only, correct? So in the company, suppose after 2-3 months, wherever you go for the working, so they're following some standards. Each and every company follows some standards. What standards? So after development, not only for UiPath, for other programming technology as well. There's like C, C++, Java, .NET, okay, HTML. So for those technologies also, people following some standards. What standards? After development for the day, you have to check out that code. You have to save it to the some cloud locations, storage location. That is a standard. And why there is a need of moving that code to this checkout? Once the development is done, you are feeling everything is okay with my code. You have to store that code not locally. You have to store it locally plus on the cloud. So cloud version is that these are called as repositories. So these names are called as repositories, or we normally call it as a source control repository, or it's also called as version control. So once we upload the code or maybe checkout or clone, these are the words they are using. Checkout is for uploading, clone is nothing but copying. Okay, so checkout means uploading the code from my system to these repositories. So cloud is nothing but anybody can access, right? Until unless you upload the code to cloud, nobody will access the code apart from you, because this code is still in your system. So this is a standard practice. And if you upload the code with the today's date, it will keep the version, like version 1 uploaded by the, let's say, Prithviraj. Tomorrow somebody is working on the code, and if he upload the code again, so the version will be something different, like version 2, like that. So simply that is used to keep a track of the coding. What changes you have done? What is a and date, who has committed that code, who has uploaded that code. So all these records are there. That purpose, this option is there. Okay, clone or checkout options. Of course, this need an external collection. If you click on this, you'll see there's a clone repository option is there. GitHub is coming up, and you can see there is going to team option, team. So we were in the start. It's going to team option. So this part again is a part of our training. We will go to that point whenever it comes up. Okay. What options are there in the start as well? You have the new project here. You can see on the right hand side, new project. Under that, so you have to begin your process development with these options, available options. And also we have some templates. So if you want simple logic, if you want to start from a blank, means you have your own logic and coding knowledge and all, you wanted to start from zero, then start with new project. Start with new project. So here we can have multiple options under the project. These three options are very rarely used, I would say. So as a developer, we rarely come across these three operations like library, test automation, template. Very first operation, that is a process, we come across this often. New project, process. These are also similar to library, sorry, process one, but they have the different purposes. Library having different purpose, test automation having different purpose, and template is also having different purpose. So as a developer, what I'm interested into process. So you have to start from the blank. The second question arises, do you want to use an existing template? So suppose if your manager asks you, so you are, I think all your most of the working people's manager asks you to, create an invoice, create an invoice. So what do you will do? If manager asks you to create an invoice, what you will do? Suppose you are new to that organization and manager told you to create an invoice for this particular business. What you will do? What is your decision in that case? What you will take a decision? I want an answer. Yes.
Just for all invoice.
Yeah, you'll search the old invoice. Okay, that's good. Or you can go with a blank one, right? Depends on your thought and that way. So mostly we'll follow the old invoices because we are working to organizations. We have some standards, we have some templates, correct? Or you may ask the manager, can I have a template for the invoice, correct? So in that case, you can go with the templates. So you can see the new from the template. So that template is nothing but that is designed for some other business or maybe empty on template. Say. So what you will do is simply open that template and replace all the values with your available values. Customer name, date, invoice number, then invoice components, their charges and total, each and everything will have to modify, update it. Am I correct? So you can start with either blank. Suppose if you don't have template, manager told you now you have to create it your own. What you will do? We'll start with blank. Of course, we'll take some reference from the Google and all, but you'll start from the blank, zero. And second thing is what? If you're already having a template, simply take that template and start working on that. So out of these, of course, they have their own benefits. If you start from template, then like you can save your time. You need not worry about all the standards because in the template already standards are there. If you start with the zero, of course you have your own capabilities. You can explore it. You can customize it as per your requirement. In templates also we can customize it, but it has developed by someone. So coming to our RPA role, as a developer, I am going to join to the companies. Then which one I supposed to choose, either templates or process, new project? This is a question mark. So throughout this learning, we are going to start with the blank process. Throughout this learning. But at the end, as a part of training, at the end, we are going to use a templates as a part of standard development procedure. Okay. So in the organization, people are using robotic enterprise framework. This one, robotic enterprise framework. This is also called as RE framework. This is one of the favorite choice of any developer to begin the development of any process. This is a favorite choice. Of course, there is a special reason behind that why we're supposed to follow the RE framework. There is a special reason for that. Because the kind of features given by this particular template is tremendous. It's a good one. I think people always follow this, but it's not always that all the companies are following the RE framework for development. No, some people are starting with processes, or some organizations created their own template. This one, fourth option. These are the template created given by the UiPath. This team, UiPath company, they have given their own template. They said that you can use this template for your development purpose. We have the other templates as well. Okay, these are the advanced one. But 99% RE framework is enough for any kind of process automation. Coming to this template, fourth one options. So in my companies or any other companies, what they do, they create their own template. They create their own template, and this template exclusively available within the organizations. Within the organization means if I'm working for XYZ company, there are the 10 developers and one of the smart developer created a template, and that template we have to use it within our organization for development of any future projects. So likewise, I said, if you want to create an invoice, so your company already created a template. You have to follow that template. That's it. That is created by your own organization. And another template is given, maybe taken from some standard organizations, and you have to use it. So two options are there in the template. Also two options. One is readily available. One is created by your organization. You got the difference between templates and the blank process. Blank process is from zero. Template is nothing but someone has created. You have to follow that. And another template is given by the UiPath team. So that is again recommended for any transaction based process. Of course, in detail, we'll discuss about this. And once the template is created, that template will start appearing under new from template here. This template is just for creation purpose. You want to create your own template, start doing on this. Click on this and start preparing a template. And once the template is done, that template will come across new from template here under this list. I hope you understood all these things at high level. But as a part of training, we are going to start with the process, which is start with a blank project to design a new automation process. And then after we'll start working on the robotic enterprise framework. Once we understood each and every part of this training, then we are going to understand RE framework and build some complex process, end process using RE framework. Okay. So these are the options we understood on the start window, and open recent it coming up like whatever process you have developed, all those will be listed under this open recent. Okay. Okay, this we understood. Let's go to the next option, tools. What is there in the tools? These are the features, extra features of the UI path. Like again, tools means these are some extra softwares, I would say. These are required. Sometimes we have to do some settings and all. As and when time comes up, we will talk about this. So just have a look on this, what exactly this, and you can also check out in your system. So there is one more option, second option called as UiPath extensions. Of course, we are going to come across this during a web automations. Okay. So websites, we already know the browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, right? So these are the different browsers. Suppose robot, you are going to automate something on the UiPath, websites, then there should be software called as UiPath extensions. You cannot interact with any website directly, browser any directly by the UiPath. So there is an intermittent software. That software is called as extension. So this has to be enabled. Now in your case, all these are the disabled format, right? Can you confirm? What is the status in your system? Go to tools and UiPath extension. Check out everybody. So don't wait for right time. This is the right time to check out. Confirm it.
These options are not there.
Need to check the options, sir, like what is showing in your screen. Hello.
Sorry. What is that?
We need to check these options in UiPath extensions. What is showing in your screen?
Yes. Tools, UiPath extensions. Maybe your screen would be different because now my UiPath version is 2022.4.1. So you might be checking another, but under tools only you will say this extension option. Or else I will take the control of someone else. Let me do that part. So who wants to share your screen so that I will take the control and will, because everybody will be on the same platform.
I can
Snell,
share, can I?
yes, you can share the screen. So everybody, you can relate it easily, right? So I will take the control of her system. Yeah, good. I think you can check out. She is checking under tools. Okay. So you have the option called as apps, and below that there is a extensions. So here you can see all the extensions are there. What these extensions are nothing but, so to interact with UI browser, like UiPath, if you want to interact with the browser like Chrome, the Firefox, Edge, you want to automate something on that, then you should have an extension installed. So here you have to click on anyone, click on one of the things. Yeah, click on that. Yeah, so this will say that you need to enable the browser extension. Click on OK. Installed. I think this got installed. If you open up the Chrome, Snehal, open the Chrome application, minimize it. So once you install that, you have to open up the Chrome. It will pop up one window. Just maximize it. See, this is got come up here. Enable extension. You clicked on that, right? Yeah. So click on that enable extension. Yes. So this enable extension got enabled. We can see that icon. Just below the minimize button, there is an icon come up here. Below the minimize button. That robot type symbol is there, right? Below the minimize button on the here itself.
Where?
Below this minimize option, minimize button is there. Images above the images. Yeah, just below that.
Yeah,
Below
after
that.
star.
Yeah,
After
it's
star
here.
mark.
Minimize where?
There on top only you go.
Yeah.
Minimize is there. Just down. Come down.
Don't minimize it. Their
Don't
option, their
minimize.
symbol is their
Yeah,
symbol.
this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this got added to your website browser. This is mandatory. If you want to automate something from the UiPath, suppose UiPath has to understand, right, this website. So it has to, we have to install this software. Got this idea? And without this extension, you cannot interact with UiPath. Sorry, browser. UiPath cannot interact with browser. So this is a small intermittent software that's supposed to be enabled. This is the interview question. What the question would be, you want to suppose interact with any web browser, wanted to do the web automation. What is your first kind of action? What you will check out as a developer? You should check out whether the extension is enabled or not. How you can do that? Go to UiPath, go to tools, and inside tools you can check out the UiPath extension. And can you go to this UiPath extension, Snell? We have the other options as well in that extensions. Apart from this browser, we have the other options as well. Go to UiPath. Yeah,
Where is
see,
UiPath?
yes. So we have the other options as well here. Apart from browser, you can see Java, Silverlight, Citrix, VM Horizon. You might be thinking like SAP Solution Manager. These are the extra extension they have given. Suppose you are working with any Java-based desktop application. So there could be some applications, right? SAP is a desktop application. So directly UiPath cannot interact with that. So we should have an extension installed before interacting or automating any task on that application.
Sir, I'm not getting some of the extensions like Microsoft Remote, SAP Solution Manager,
Is it not there?
Excel add-in. Yeah, and on top apps also repair tool for Microsoft Office, that is also not there.
No worries, don't worry. So this will be there. Just have an idea. But we won't need all those things for as a part of our training. We need mostly Chrome if you're using Chrome or Edge. Okay. So you should have an idea like these will be there in real time. Okay. But you should have it. I don't know what kind of version you have installed. Is it the same version you installed yesterday?
Yes, sir, same one.
Okay. So don't worry. That is not going to stop you like to learn this. But anyway, you should have an idea. These options are there, and most of time we come across this browser extension enablement and Java or maybe SAP solutions. Okay. So these will come up as a part of our training. So we'll come across this. Apart from this, I would say the remaining would be come up very specific, I would say. So if you are working with an organization having some specific requirement, then only will come across that point. Okay, then yeah, let it be Snail. So go to templates. Keep on sharing, keep on sharing. Let me take a control. Okay, just I'm requesting a control. You can allow me. Okay, so guys, you can see I have just taken the control of our system. So template again. So this is coming up in the start. So start is having all the options. If you go to the start, you're having all the options. Template is again separate section they have made. Same templates. The new from templates is there. So if you click on this more template here, you will go to the template section. This one. So these are the available template from the UiPath. At the moment, we are not going with any of the template at the moment. So as a part of a training, we'll come across this robotic enterprise framework.
So
Okay.
yeah, actually I'm not having these templates also.
You are having this template operation option here.
No, I'm not having, and even in the start option, new project, I don't have that templates option.
Here, new from template.
This is there. New from template is there, but in new project template is there. That is not there.
Okay, no problem. I think what happened now, this Snehal's version is 2021.10.3. She might have upgraded it. What about you? What is the version?
Let me check. 2020.2.0.
Yeah, what happened, right? Snehal might have installed it. See, I yesterday only told you, here will get a pop-up. Like when you open up your system, it will ask you to upgrade UiPath extension. Don't do that. Okay?
I got that notification tomorrow morning, but I haven't upgraded that.
But it may be knowing unknowingly it has upgraded. Okay,
Okay.
it's got to 2021.10.3. For others, it might be 2020, whatever it is that would be there. So make sure if that coming up option, so you see some settings and disable that part.
Okay.
It will come on daily basis. And what will happen? You will not come across. Knowing unknowingly, it will upgrade your system and you will get in trouble because look and options will be different for newer versions. So we'll stick with one version and we'll learn it. And once the learning is completed, then we can go for upgrading this version. So this is for everybody. Okay, keep in mind because otherwise you will get confused. So like maybe I'm training on another version, you are learning it on another version. So little bit there is a difference. As like she's having some Rubina is having some different look and your system is having different look. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
So
So,
just want to ask from others, like others are having this version or 2020 means what I am having issues, others are having same, or can you please respond?
remaining people, Prithviraj,
Yes,
Vanchita,
remaining people.
Rashmi.
Rubina, actually, I connected through mobile. Like, outage in my area. That's why.
Okay.
Even I am also using the 2020 version.
Okay, so you must be not having these templates option, right?
Not all of them, but the one particular mentioned from the sir, that is robotic enterprise framework. I have that one.
That one is fine, but that in new project that template option is there, and inside here blue color that templates options are there. Those are not available,
Yeah,
right?
those are missing. Yes, exactly. Those are missing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. Like who are having these options are not there. Of course, we are not going to do anything with this one. If you upgrade this version, of course, you will get those options. But at the moment, as a part of training, that is not going to block you or stop you, right? So as I said, we are going to use only this robotic enterprise framework. We are not going to touch up anything else. Okay, and so that's fine. And process is there. But of course, once you upgrade your system, you will go to this. They will get all
Sir,
those
as of
options.
now, RE framework is sufficient, na?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we are going to learn those things only. Even if you ask me question whether you explode all these things, no, not necessary. No people, no one is using. These are the extra template they have given by the UiPath. Whether I have to use it or not, that is my choice. But as a part of standard, as a part of companies standards, I would say people are using RE framework, or else they're creating their own template or maybe process from the zero. So these are the two choices people are doing at the moment, across all the organizations. Okay, but of course, UiPath, they have to come up with the new features and new products so that people will buy it and people will purchase it and pay the amount. So that is the main funda behind that. So don't worry, even if these options are not coming up, check out whether RE framework is coming or not and process coming or not. Of course, it's there in your system. Then after template, you should see this team option. So already discussed this part, in the start itself. So here you will see again same purpose. This is used to connect with any repository. How and how we can do this? So this part will be discussed almost at the end of sessions, because you should understand first like how to code and all those things, right? Then only we can upload the code to the Git repositories. We'll take one separate session on this one and teach you how to do that. Then settings. This would be there for everybody. Maybe the options are a little bit different, but these settings, sometimes you have to look at these and maybe if you got upgraded to advanced version, so you have to go to this design part and you will see some of these default settings for your UiPath tool. Any generic settings, I would say. This is kind of backup. This is a timeout, maximum timeout for any process. So many options are there. Need not to worry about this at the moment. So he is saying that use modern for new projects. So for rest of the peoples who are using the older versions, they won't get these options. So by default, I'm going to make it as a no, because this will hamper you to develop a process, because in UiPath there are the two versions. One is a classic, another is a modern. Modern version very rarely people are using, and it's having what you can say little bit different activities and different way of programming it. So we are not recommending, and that is also not as a part of a training. We are going to learn the classic, what can say, the design of UiPath. So where we can understand all the activities and deploy, develop every processes easily. Okay. So always make sure if somebody is not finding activities correctly, come to the setting point and check out this. This is only for the people who have upgraded their versions. If they're using older, you can't see this option. Okay, leave that part. Don't worry. Is it clear? So nothing to do with this part. Okay, then these are the default locations where to save the code and all. Then manage resources. Again, these are the for software requirement, this UiPath requirement. No need to worry about the point at the moment. Then license and profile. Of course, this would be there for everybody. So what happens now? Sometimes if you click on this profile, if you see these are the two options, Studio and Studio X. So this is again interview question, how to switch the profile. Studio X is this is another software by the UiPath. Another software just for development purpose only. But this is very business friendly. Okay, this is for business friendly purpose. But as a developer, we are not going to use this software. We are going to use Studio X, Studio only. So right now we are already having this Studio as a profile. This is for local license and all. So no need to change this. Already we have the community license. You can see this team and all this already we understood which is enabled. So these are the disabled mode. So you can enable or disable respect to repository model. So we have enabled already by default enabled is GitHub. If you have the license version of SV and TFS, we can enable and use it. So for organization to organization, these are the different options. Okay. These are the repository. Again, this is not feature enabled for everybody. So this is again not a point of interest. So leave this part. Last part is a help section. Okay. So here you'll see the details of the software. On the right hand side, you can see the kind of version we're using. This is the interview question, on which version you have worked. Okay, and this should be stable in format base. This will not upgrade it automatically. Then also it comes up with the license provider. It's kind of internal, it's saying, and it's a community license. Community means it's a free license we are following, and the version is 2021.10.3. Keep in mind, interviewer asked suddenly this question, on which version you have worked so far. So you should know the version. Okay. Any question, and you can see some of the helping parameters here. One of the important website is community forum. If you click on this, it will land you to the community websites. So where people are putting questions and some experts are giving the answers. I recommend you should follow this. You should follow this. You can put the question over here, maybe. Yeah, so you can put any questions over here. Maybe people will reply, UiPath reply, something like that. Now people are putting various questions over this forum. So it's a community. So where people are putting questions and experts are giving the what can say. You can see report bug. So people are putting the questions and people are answering it actually. Okay. So you should note this forum is there, community forum. Then help center is their academy. So I recommend everybody to register yourself to this academy. academy.uipath.com. How to access that? Simply you can access through the website or go to UiPath, go to help section. I think everybody can see this option academy. Click on that. You will land it to another page. Sorry, where it is, maybe Chrome. Yeah. So here you have to start exploring this learn by role. Of course, at the moment, I think Snail has to log in probably. Okay, still it's not asking. So here I will suggest from the day one, like weekdays, like Monday to Friday, whenever you get a time, of course, you have to stick with the plan what we are delivering on the weekends. Start practicing that along the way. Along the way, whenever you get a time, half an hour, 1 hour, whatever time, you start exploring this. There is a course called as RPA Foundation, and second one is RPA Developer Advanced. Why we have to register here? So once you log in, you have to start RPA developer. You have to click on learning by role. Do these two only. Don't touch up any other points. Start with this. How many courses are there? 12. Around it will take 38 hours. So if you assign 1 hour daily, at least it will take 2 months for you people. Okay? It depends on how you are going to explore. And you can sync with what content we have delivered. Same content you can watch it here. If you click on this, of course, it will ask you to log in, I believe. But it's not asking. Okay, so once you click on that RP Developer Foundation, you can see there is a content. So what this content is, again, I will tell you, this is a self-learning content. So this along the training, simultaneously, if you start exploring this, what will happen? You will get a certification from the UiPath. Click on the start learning, you will get diploma of completion included. So you'll get a diploma in RP Developer Foundation. Certificate you'll get. And this certification having a value. Got the idea what I'm saying, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And
Yes,
these are
sir.
the content. These are the content, you know. Don't do it in a single day. You have to sync with what content we are delivered. Or of course, freedom is there with you, but you will get a confused. So what I suggest is whatever content we have completed, just go ahead and watch that in the weekdays, Monday to Friday, and complete that within that week. Okay? And there's a
Sure.
choice,
Yes.
and this is supposed to be go in a sequential way. And once you complete like 1 by 1 modules, of course, it will generate a certificate for every modules. So once this is completed, then go again with the learning by role and go with the advanced one. So keep the target of completing these 2 modules till our training goes. Like maybe we are targeting this is the November 3rd week or maybe 3rd week you are like targeting, right? November 3rd. So we are thinking to complete it maybe 2nd or 3rd week of January. Almost we need a 2 month, right? So till that time you have to target this. You means after training need not to keep a separate what can say time for getting the certification. So simultaneously while training you will get a certification. Of course, we will help you for this advanced developer. There is a process. There is a projects actually. If you click on this one, so there are the projects. You have to submit it at the end. I think so. It is not included here in that curriculum, but you have to submit 2 projects, end projects. And for that projects, we'll help you. Okay. At least 50-60% we can do. 30 to 40% will help you to clear those projects. Once you upload those 2 projects with the perfection, you will get a certificate. And proudly you can put that certificate in your resume. Because interview will ask you, or maybe HR will ask you, do you have the certification from UiPath? So there are the 2 kind of certification. One is learning by role certification, means from the academy. And what kind of content is this one? Text and video. You might be thinking, can we just watch and complete the training? No. So this is not enough. So through our guidance, through our training, this will be add-on for you people. You just watch this and cover the content as and when required. Okay. These are the learning based certification you can mention in your interview. So I have completed learning based certification, or you can say diploma I have completed from the academy. Okay. And another certification, you can go to certification page here. You will see these are the paid certificate. Paid is in the means you have to provide, you have to pay the amount and attend the exam, clear that exam and get the certification. So I don't recommend at the moment these per certifications because this involved a financial commitments. See, if you want to see, there is a charges, I would say. So this RP advance may be having $230. Okay, this include $230. So it comes around $230 comes around 15 to 16,000 Indian currency. And this is very risky. This is very risky. If you fail this exam, there is no any refund, and you cannot reattempt as well. Got it? What I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So at the moment, don't think about this. If your companies are sponsoring, some companies sponsors, like once you join there, they ask you whether if you have the certified certification, sorry, exam-based certification. They tell you that once you clear this exam, we'll refund the whatever amount of this one. But condition what, you have to clear the exam. If you don't clear, they don't give you the amount. So of course, to clear this exam, you need a proper practice, you need a proper real-time experience. So at the moment, I won't recommend this point. So just focus on this, learning by role, and start exploring this as along with our training content delivery. Don't go with any other option, simply RP Developer Advanced, and another is RP Developer Foundation. Any question, any confusion on this topic? Is it clear for everybody?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. So time to time, I and Sunil will take the feedback on this one. What is the progress on this? Okay, we'll take the feedback and because we'll keep the track of this one so that we'll justify everybody. And it is recommended, or what you can say, strictly mentioned, you have to attend the sessions using laptop. Okay, some unavoidable reasons it's fine to attend through the mobile phone, but always it is mandatory to attend the session with the laptop because you will get the feel of that one. Through mobile, if you connect, you won't get the feel, and this is kind of simply watching the video like that, you will get the feel. So it's always recommended. Don't do that part. Okay. So yeah, with this, I just wanted to give an idea like what this academy. So in the next weekend, I will check out the progress what we did in that. Okay. So apart from this, you like remaining things you can explore it if you wanted to do. So let's begin with some small examples for the day, and everybody will do simultaneously with me in your systems. So let's go with process. So here I will create this as a training. You can name it anything, okay? And it is by default getting stored at this location. You can change this location by clicking on this folder. You can provide the description, whatever you want, okay? And keep these other settings as it is. If you are getting these settings, keep as it is, not getting, leave it. So click on create. So now I will walk you through the tool, what is there inside. Outside things we understood. And raise the questions if anybody having in between. Just a minute. Okay. So here we have this window. You have to focus on the top. There is a home, design, debug. Home is the same window, the where we started. Okay. This is the same window where we started. Again, there is a back button to go to the same again. Yeah. So design window. So in design window, we can design our code, process, design our process. Then third one is debug. This is specially for testing your process. Testing point of view. Okay, who are from computer background, they can understand this word debug. Okay. This is just for testing point of view. You might have used some other programming, C, C++, etc. So there we normally do some debugging, testing the code. Okay. Design will focus on this. In design, where you have the various options here on the top as well as on the bottom, here and there. So many things are there. So if I tell you everything now itself, it will be kind of overburden for you. So we'll see what is required. Simultaneously, gradually we'll understand what is use of each and everything. Okay. So if you see this upper ribbon, so you have the multiple options over here. So for today's session, we'll focus on very required things. So if you see the first option in the design, there is a new. What is new? So we entered into process, right? Blank process. In that process, you have the provision to split your entire process into small modules. That is called as module-wise development. Entire process is there, big process is there, complicated process is there. So that process I have divided into small portions. So for that, you have the different workflows. The term workflow is new for you people. So these are the different the way of designing a process, small processes, sequence, flowchart, state machine, global handler, and workflow. So out of these five, we will focus on first three: sequence, flowchart, and state machine. These are the different approaches to design a process. Depends on requirement of the scenario. Okay, depends on requirement of the scenario. So like how you want to design your process. Of course, we'll come across sequence, flowchart, state machine based on the requirement. We'll discuss that. So in a simple language, how I can understand when I have to use sequence, when I have to use flowchart, when I have to use state machine. For a simple task, in a simple language, for a simple task, I will use sequence. For medium complex task, I will go for flowchart. And for most complex tasks, I will go for state machine. Understood what I said? Three things I said. Very simple, go with the sequence. Medium complex, go with the flowchart. Very complex, go with the state machine. RE framework is built using state machine. So I was talking about RE framework, right? Robotic Enterprise Framework. That template is built using what? Using a state machine. Because that is recommended for complex process. Complex in the sense what? The big process you want to automate for your organization. Like sending an email is a small task. Sending an email is a small task. But there could be some bigger task or complex task where involve multiple steps, multiple applications. Getting guys what I'm saying? Multiple tasks, multiple steps, I would say multiple steps you are following in that case. Of course, we have to go with the complex model of designing the program, designing the process. For complex one, we have to use state machine. Middle complex, medium complexity, flowchart. Simple task, sequence. And you can use all these options in, or you can say interchange. Like inside flowchart, I can use sequence. Inside sequence, I can use flowchart. Inside state machine, I can use flowchart, sequence. So in the mix format, you can use it to make the process more compatible, more rigid, and more perfect. So you can use interchangeable. Got the idea? So if anybody asks you what are the different types of workflows we are having, we have three type workflows: sequence, flowchart, state machine. Where where I can use and which one I can use. Sequence is for simple one. For medium complexity, I will use flowchart, and for complex process, I will go for state machine. This is a simple and straightforward answer. But in more technically, we'll understand based on the future sessions. Okay. Once we start this one, we have for executing this code, for executing this whatever automations were done, we can run the program here. For running, we have the options here. With the running options, we have 4 options here. Like you click on this triangle, it will like popping up debug current file. Click on this drop down, we'll say 3 more options: run file, debug project, and run project. Okay, we'll understand like which one I have to use and all. Okay. So let's jump. Remaining options we'll discuss as and when required. Okay, at the moment I'm skipping this part to make it simple and short session. So here on the left hand side, you will see the options like project, activities, and snippets. Most of the times, 90% will come across activities. Project is nothing but this is the folder where we created, stored the project. Means initially you might have seen, right? I have created UiPath training and stored the code in some folder. So that folder would be here. You can see the folder option here. Click on that. You will see the location where the code, the project got stored. So this might be confusing, right? Sometimes you won't remember like where I stored the code. Simply go to that code and click on this folder structure. So it will go to, it will navigate you to the folder where you created the project. Okay. And come to activities here again. So remaining things are all the related files generated by the UiPath. So at the moment, so let's keep as it is. We'll understand later on in detail. So project is having all the related files available here. In the activities, you will see the coding, whatever required for coding here. I think 90% people were yesterday available, so they know like how we did it yesterday. So today again we'll try to understand how we can do this part. So activities are nothing but UiPath gives you the ability to drag and drop the activities and build your process. So suppose I want to develop a code for automation, like sending an email. Okay, so we have to search respective activities here. Activities are nothing but these are the pre-built program. What program? No need to understand. No need to worry about that. You have to use the activities as it is. These are the user-friendly activities. So activities are nothing but these are pre-built functionalities. You have to provide the input, required input and required output to that one. So that will do the task intended for. So let's begin with, I will take a sequence from this and I will create this as a first process. I'm going to repeat one of the yesterday simple tests. And here also to give the provision to store the code where you want to store it. So by default is the same folder where you created this code or project, there it's going to store. Getting this guys, or you can store it with the another location. At the moment, I'm going to keep it here itself. First process. Okay, if you go to the project, you will see this got created. You will see one more is there, main. What do you think this main? By default, this got created. We didn't create this main one. Earlier it was there. We have created this first process. So in any development technology, any coding technologies, there is one program called as main and remainings are the sub processes or sub modules, I would say. So at the end, to make it complete design, make it complete code, we have to copy this first process XAML into main part. If you click on this main, double click on this, it is empty, nothing is there. But what makes this process complete, you have to copy this process XAML is an extension, XAML inside this main part, How we can do that, that we'll discuss later on. So just focus on first process. So here, so this is, see the symbols, this is something different, we got it here. Okay, flowchart having different concept. If we cleared the flowchart, that is having the different concept, that we'll discuss. So this process, let me little bit maximize this. So this is little wider, I would say. Okay. So you can maximize and minimize from this location. You can maximize, minimize. So here in the activities, go to activities. You might be having a question. So suppose Gajan, I want to display something. Do you have activities for that? Yes, we have the activities. What that activities? You have to understand the activity name. This is what you have to learn in the training. Task and respect to activities. I want to display message. What activities we are in, that you have to understand. There is a activity called as message box. Just drag and drop it. Okay, drag and drop it. So it will just follow the sentence, what it is asking. There is an error coming up. What it is saying, what you want to display. Text must be quoted. Quotation or to give. What you want to display, just provided the information here. There is a double quote. Yes, Snell, can you give the double quote? Yeah. So this is, might be repetition for all remaining peoples, but let's go with the other examples. So for time being, just I'm explaining for others know to understand what exactly this. So activities, we are going to take it from this. If you run this, there is an option called as debug current file, run current file. We'll discuss in detail. At the moment, I'm clicking on as it is, debug current file. So we got the output. Hello all. If somebody wants to send an email, suppose I want to send an email. So send email or want to read the emails. So you should have an activity for that. So we have Exchange, IBM Notes, Outlook, SMTP. I think these are very new tool, maybe terminology for people. Have you heard the Outlook? Of course, and most of people heard about this. Outlook is an application, just like a Gmail. There is an Outlook application to send out emails, read the emails for that purpose, just like it's Gmail. So you mostly familiar with the Gmail. Gmail is from Google, right? And Outlook is from Microsoft. Yeah, they're having own features and all those things. You wanted to integrate with Gmail, of course, in the upgraded version of UiPath. Right now, this is 2021.2. So with the upgraded version of UiPath, you can see the activities related to Gmail as well. Okay, Gmail as well. But you may have the question. So, but in this case, can you do, even though I have the older version, can you send an email with the Gmail? Yes, we can do that. So for that, you have to understand email concept. What exactly emails? What is the protocol? Their configuration settings. Of course, there is a separate session to understand what exactly email, how to do that and all. So at this moment, what I can understand ki Baba, there is some activities to, to send an email. Very user-friendly activities. Same options you can see while sending an email in your Gmail or Outlook. Do you agree with me? If you want to send an email to any person, what options you have? You have the 4 options: to, subject, body, and attach file. Anything extra do you think? Those options we can see under properties, extra properties. Like who is a sender, CCs, BCC.
CC, GCC.
Yeah, these are the extra options. Of course, as a part of any email sending and receiving, you have the options. But try to understand whatever the options we see in the normal any application, the same options we are having here. Is it enough to send an email?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. That's it. So now imagine if I asked you to write a program using C language to send a email to the business. What do you think? Which one is better? This one is too much better,
This
right?
one is better, easy.
It's better,
Yeah.
right, sir?
Simply you have to give the input. That's it. No need to worry how it is doing in what program you have to do it for. No need to worry about this. So this is less coding, or you can say zero coding. No code technology. This is called a no code technology. So there is no any coding. I'm not saying that coding is not required, but if you have the knowledge of coding, of course you can write you will be having a good logic to design this process. To get the same result, you have the multiple approaches. But if someone is having a programming background, if having some knowledge on programming, any language programming, C language, C++, C++, Java, Python, whatever language, they can do the design in an effective way. Those who are not from the programming background or maybe from other background, they can explore it. Any programming, at least you can learn Python. From where you will learn, there are multiple resources. YouTube, best. I will go one more website called as W3 Schools.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Best example. Just go ahead and no need to install any software. Just search out on Google. Whenever you get some free times, see if you already decided I wanted to enter into this field. Of course, you have to do all these things. I don't know whether it works. W3 School. No, this is something different website. It got open. Let me show you quickly so that you will get an idea like from where I should start it. And this is, don't take it as a burden, guys. Take it as an interest and start working. If you take it as a burden, of course, it will be a little difficult for you to take the things easily. So here, suppose somebody wants to learn, maybe like somebody wants to learn Python. So go to here and check out this. Maybe Python is there, I think. There's query, SQL, programming. Yes, learn Python. Everything is given. And this is a self-learning, okay? They have given tool as well to practice it here. Suppose I print hello, okay? Somebody wants to try this. Quickly, they can go here and just try yourself. Click on this. Software is available. Click on hit enter button to display the output. This is an extra out of interest. You can do this. Not mandatory. I'm saying for your path right now, it is not mandatory. Getting guys? This is quite interesting and you can explore it if you have the interest. Out of interest, you can do this. And of course, this will improve your command, confidence, everything it will increase. If you're not from technical background, so of course, I will suggest go through W3 School, stick with any programming. Python, it's good, or you can learn HTML is for use for website building. So you can use this software, means the tool to learn this. Getting? So the choice is given. I have given the options to you people. You can learn out these things. So this is the beauty of UiPath or RPA tool, where no need to worry about the programming, how this activity has been built and all, but simply you have to understand how to use this. What is the required thing you have to provide? That is a part of training. Got the idea?
Yes, sir.
You can tell me any requirement. Let me show you what kind of anybody like volunteer. You can ask the question, sir, I want to do this. Which activities are there? You can ask me so that I will just show you randomly. Anybody? like how to search out the activities, I will tell you. You just give me the requirement, I'll tell you how to search out. You got the question what I'm saying? I know everybody have installed this software. Like if you have any questions, suppose I wanted to do this task, then what activities we are having in UiPath? If you have the question like this, let me know. I will show you how to check out the activities.
Like we have to search, suppose what all models are there of mobile are there on the website.
Okay, so we have to go with the functionalities first. Okay, that is a high level requirement you are saying. So
Okay.
I want an kind of action. What action you are doing in that case? To search out that what action you are doing. Action in the sense mouse action and keyboard action. What you are doing?
Yeah, we'll click the mouse, left click we'll do, and
Good.
we'll type with the
Yes.
keyboard like what all.
Good. We are
Things
well,
we-
two operations. One is a click and another is type. So let's
Type.
search out the click. Simple. How to search out? If you are new to this tool, of course you have lots of questions in your mind. Okay. So that's why I'm taking the real-time examples. So let's see, asking like you want to like your expectation, you want to search and copy the data, something like that. So for doing that, you have to understand click activity. So there is called as mouse under click activity. There are so many click here. Which one I have to use? Mouse under click. Of course, remaining having their own different uses and all. So at the moment, click is enough. Mouse click is enough for us. You can just drag it. See what it looks like. This look like this. What it is saying, there is an option indicate on screen. Of course, taking an activity is not enough. We have to provide the input. What it is asking, what is required for this? Where to click? Correct, right?
Yeah.
This simple question, where to click?
So where we need to put over here the website details, like.
No, this operation is only for clicking. For opening the website, other details were the separate or can say activities. So for that, we have to understand the actions or the steps. Robot
Yeah.
steps. So there are the two steps. One is a manual step, another is a robot steps. Manual steps, what you are doing to get the details of mobile phones. Can you explain to me the manual steps? I will note out here. I will note down. I just wanted to see this is kind of interaction we learn so that initially for 2-3 sessions you will get the confidence. After that we can speed up the training part. So what actions you are doing to copy the data from mobile as a website? How will start beginning?
Yeah, first we'll go to the website, we'll click and we'll type the website details.
Open website, correct?
Yeah.
Remaining people can also add it. A second one. Manual steps I'm asking. Second operation.
Search
Yeah,
for the
we'll
mobile.
search for the mobile.
Search means typing you are doing.
Yeah, we'll type mobile on the search option.
Okay, name or details. Okay, next. Third step.
Third step is we'll when the details will come, we'll just copy the
No,
details.
wait. After typing, is there any intermittent
Okay,
operations
enter.
you are
We'll
doing?
do enter.
Enter or click, right?
Yeah.
So see, this is the way you have to identify the steps what you are following. Next.
Yeah, now again, we'll do the right click and we'll select the mobile name.
Okay, copy, simple.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, but before this click and copy, do we validate something as a human being? Or I think there is a background noise. Yeah. So after click, you will wait for page to load. Am I right?
Yeah, all the pages to load. Yeah.
As a human being, right? So bot also should ensure, like after clicking, it should not go and copy directly. It should ensure page is loaded. Then only
Yeah.
bot is a perfect one. Otherwise, it will give an error. What the error will give you if you ask, if you ruled like this, you coded like this, after enter button, copy the data. Are Baba, data should be there on the screen, right?
Yeah.
So you should give the command to, or we should code like that. Wait, what command you have to write it here? Wait for loading page. Correct, na? So
Yes.
this is the technical requirements. I'm not saying this is a business requirement. Business, what I said, business given the 4 steps, but intermittent I have to add the steps on the from the bot's perspective. So try to understand before implementing any task, you have to write down all the steps. All small tasks. The last one is what? Paste it, right?
Yeah.
While pasting the data also, writing data to Excel, you have to think whether I have to create a new file or I have to use the existing one. Depends. Accordingly, activities will get changed.
Yeah.
And before, like suppose if you wanted to write it to existing file, do we need to validate whether file is there or not, or directly paste it to the Excel file? As a human being, what we'll do? We'll check
We
whether the
need
file
to
is there
check
or not.
first. Yeah.
So that is a bot step. As a human being, it will be quite easy for us. If it is there, we will do it. Otherwise, we will create it. It's easy for us as a human being. But bot perspective, we have to add those steps as well. What step you have to add here? Validate. Are you getting the point? How we are thinking? Validate the availability of.
Fine.
So these are the small points we have to think of. Validate the availability of file. So for that, do you need an activity? For pasting, we need an activity. Correct? At the end, what you will do? Everything is done. What you will do last at the end?
Save.
Hmm?
Save.
Save. Okay. That's fine. What is last? Close.
Yeah.
Of course, it's very important, right? Close all the applications. Take it. Now you might be thinking, sir, what activities I have to, what are the equivalent activities in UiPath? For open website, what activity we're having? Let's search out. For open website, so website is nothing but browser actually. So we're using the browser, right? So we have the options called as open browser. This activity. What this having? Let me show you. So it will asking you URL. Of course, to deal with anything, we should have a browser, website, right? Web URL. And also you should indicate in the property, detail configurations are there. In the property, you have to choose browser type. Which browser? Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Internet Explorer, or what else? Two things are very mandatory. One is browser, another is URL. Like www.flipkart.com. Browser, which browser you want to use? Chrome. Let's say Chrome. So most of the activities having two sections very mandatory. Input and output. Input and output. Input is very much mandatory. Getting, guys? Every activities, you can see the click activities, you will see the input section. See this input section. So you have to understand and learn. This is the part of our training. You got the idea? So open browser we understood. Okay. What about the second option? So this is how we have to understand the activities. So I'm just provoking you people to explore yourself throughout the week. How we can explore this? I'm just telling you. What is next? Type mobile name. So type is operation. Okay. So how to type on a website? So we have an option. Search out the same keyword here. Type. I want to type it. What activities we are having? So we have the 3 activities. Type into CV. Type into type secure text. So type into, this is an activity. Just double click. You'll see the activities. What it is asking, 2 things it is asking. One is indicate on screen, means where to type, and second is what to type. Is it interesting? So where to type and what to type. Indicate. How to indicate? Let me show a demonstration quickly. We are not going in depth of the automation at the moment, guys, but I just wanted to give an idea. This is working like this. Okay. Flipkart. Uh,
Sir, my question is that
mhm.
if client said we need mobiles below 10,000, so what we need to do in that case?
That is a business rule, right?
Okay.
So my
Yes.
question to you is, how will do it manually?
Sir, we need to add some filters, means it came to validation, right? It will.
That's it. That's it. If you can do. If you know the manual way of doing that, bot can do that.
Okay.
So you should figure out what are the manual ways to do that. Once you know the steps, same step we will implement in the code.
Yes, yes, I understand.
So here I supposed to want to type something. I'll show you how you can do this. So my job is indicate on screen. Two things
Okay.
required, right? Where to type, what to type. Indicate on screen. So here I want to type. Indicate. See, this highlight is coming up, right? Highlight. Can you see this highlight?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is coming only because of that extension we installed. Do you remember
Yes.
we installed that extension?
Yes, yes, sir.
If you uninstall it, you cannot get this. You can't get this particular highlight. I can show you quickly. If you go to Edge, right, Microsoft Edge, so you can't see this option. Let me show you so that it will be clear for you people how this extension works. So Microsoft Edge extension is not installed in our system. Okay, right now it is a disabled format. So I will show you like how this UiPath behaves for Microsoft Edge. So where the install what you can say extension is not in. Snell, can you do it faster because I'm taking the
Yes.
control. It's a little bit slower. Go to Microsoft Edge, copy this Flipkart,
Second, huh?
and every weekend like for weekdays, weekend sessions, I will be taking the control of each one of you, and the training will be like this only. Okay, it's not like
It's not
I'm training.
working.
Your mouse is not working.
Mm, yes.
I don't know why. Okay, for me it's working. I don't know. Maybe something settings. Maybe you're having internet issue. Okay, let this open. I'll show you. Is it?
Sir, your voice is not getting.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, voice is not audible, right?
Yes, yes.
Sir. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Sir,
Yes, Arti.
I didn't get any point. I didn't get a voice from sir.
No, actually, sir has having issue, so it will take time. Just wait.
Okay. Okay.